All right. Hello and welcome to Three Geeks Podcast, episode 13. I'm guessing.
Three geeks.
No,
Three.
I'm not singing. Shut up. I'm the moderator. We ain't got time for that
Three
bullshit.
geeks.
Shut up. All right. Today we got a whole bunch of new stuff. It feels like today is an 80s throwback, mostly. You know? There's a whole bunch of, we're talking Gremlins, freaking another Alien movie. Kevin Bacon is in another show.
Yeah, right.
All right. So anyway, let's start with Tremors. Kevin Bacon is producing and starring in a Tremors TV show. Go ahead, Dan.
I like how that goes to me. I loved the first movie when I was a kid, and that's where it stopped. So, sure. Tremors TV show movie sounds great.
All right, Mike, what do you think?
I'm kind of in the same boat as Dan. I only watched bits and parts of the first Tremors. I know it had a ton of sequels and made for TV stuff and sci-fi stuff going on, but it was just never one of those franchises I got really invested in. I like Kevin Bacon though, so you said he's producing it, but is he going to be starring in it?
Yes, yeah, he's starring in it also.
All right, I might give it a shot. I might see what it's all about for a bit and trail off like I sometimes do with shows.
All right, Jason, how are you feeling about Kevin Bacon and the new Tremors TV show?
It's it's more of the same that we've heard over the last couple years of all these guys that their careers. I wouldn't say his career has completely failed or anything, but he's looking to kind of recapture his glory a little bit. So he's doing what everybody else does and is revisiting one of his successful franchises. What's nice is it's Kevin Bacon. I mean, we'll see. I've honestly never seen a Tremors movie, but I am intrigued by the notion.
Never?
What's that?
One of them?
Not one. I have not.
Oh, dude.
At least not that I can remember. I mean, it's possible that I've seen passing, but yeah.
No, Tremors is a classic, dude. It goes right up there with, Con Air.
I mean, Kevin Bacon's last foray into television, I thought the following first season was strong, and then it turned to shit after that. So let's just hope he gets some good writers that can plan out a couple years, because I don't know how Tremors itself can sustain a multi-season story.
I don't know how they could do one season of Tremors. Maybe if it was a British show and there's only 4 episodes in the season, then I could see that. But I mean, where are you gonna go with this? This is my question. I'm very afraid for this.
Do it the same way you do Walking Dead. See, where you make it about the people and then you string it along, as long as you possibly can, and you just have worms outside, looking in the window. I'm is it my turn to strike? No, okay.
The problem is they have to do what The Walking Dead is, which is make a really good first season, and then so that way the fans will kid themselves for the rest of the series. Oh, it's back. No, it's not, because we just did one good episode out of 24.
That all sounds terrible. All of it. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it'll be good. Hopefully I'm wrong, and it'll be good, and they don't overstretch themselves and make a terrible waste of time.
You're not wrong, Max. You're 100% correct, and you will be proven correct once it comes out.
That's not good. Who wants that? I don't want that.
Right.
Let's talk Gremlins. The Gremlins 3, a sequel, not a prequel or a redo, which I'm cool with. I've only really seen the first Gremlins movie all the way through, but yeah, Gremlins. Why not? The cute little mogwais running around. Or it'd be cool to see like an old, what's the little mogwai's name?
Gizmo.
Gizmo.
Yeah. It would be cool to see a little Gizmo looks like Yoda or something. He's like, we're 900 years old you reach, see how good you look. But, yeah.
Sorry, Billy.
Mike, yeah, what do you got? How do you feel about Gremlins?
I love the first Gremlins, man. It's one of my favorite Christmas movies to watch around that time. I really enjoyed that movie a lot. There were parts of Gremlins 2 I really liked. I liked kind of the diversity they had.
Nathan, mute yourself.
I like kind of the diversity they had from time to time with some of the Gremlins in the sequel. Just don't get Hulk Hogan involved in it, and I'll be fine.
Was Hulk Hogan involved?
Well, it was like a really like self-referential moment or breaking the fourth wall moment in a way. He was just cameoed really quick in the movie theater and so forth. If they wanted to do just a progression of the story, that's fine, because I heard like the main actor, was up for that or was interested in that. I'm sure Phoebe Cates isn't doing anything really right now, so sure, wrangle her into it and tell us another depressing story about her family.
Dan?
We still have Corey Feldman, right? Like Corey Haim was the one that died.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, then I'm cool with Gremlins. Just dress him up as a Christmas tree again and have him walk around. I'm cool with it.
Jason?
I love, see, I'm one of the few people in the world, I think that's growing, but I really like Gremlins 2. I thought it was really funny, mainly because it was the first one I saw. I saw Gremlins 1 much later in life. But, yeah, I'm excited. Why not? Bring the Gremlins back, because there's a lot of fun that can be had. I kind of would like them to go back to kind of its roots with the first film. But, yeah, I mean, I liked both of them, so why not? It could be fun. Play on the nostalgia a little bit. Give Howie Mandel something to do other than prank people on Periscope and AGT.
Oh, go ahead, Mike. I was going to let you roll with that for a few more minutes.
Nah, it's cool.
All right. Gremlins. Now, here we go with more Alien not news. Ridley Scott, in his in what seems to be his new kind of deal, he released some more information about the Aliens movies. So now he's saying that Prometheus was the first movie to introduce a prequel trilogy to Alien. And, yeah. So it's Alien Covenant is going to be the first in the trilogy. And so now we're actually officially in the new prequel trilogy with Alien Covenant. Mike, what are your thoughts on this one?
Damn it, Ridley. The studio got to him with the universe building idea. I don't know. I mean, if it means Ridley Scott's gonna, I'm one of those people. Like, I think there's some very admirable qualities to Prometheus, but there's also a lot of stuff that doesn't fly with me with that particular story. But I don't know. I mean, yeah, sure it's Alien, but I don't know, a prequel trilogy to the original movie. It just seemed like, I don't know, has Ridley Scott ever done sequels aside from, present time, where he's talking about, oh, we're going to be putting out the Blade Runner sequel? No, it's like, I used to like him. It's like he'd be kind of a one and done with a bunch of things that have become major sci-fi franchises and things like that. Like Alien was his one and done, and he kind of set the tone up, set the universe up, and people went and did whatever they wanted with it. James Cameron to a successful extent, and whoever the director of Amelie to a less successful extent with Alien Resurrection. But It's again, we talked about this last time. It's a bunch of development talk in which it's like, yeah, this is going to set up this prequel trilogy to a whole new universe, the Alienverse, even though that's already a universe. But it's going to be the Alienverse within the Alienverse, the Prometheus verse within the Alienverse. And yeah, it's all that talk that we hear all the time now because every studio's about turning their franchises into universes. And I'm kind of tired of it. I'm kind of sad that Ridley's jumped on that bandwagon now.
Yeah, he's full on there, and I also think he's getting old and losing his mind.
It might be that too. He's like 70 or something, right?
Yeah, man, dude's old, and I think when you couple that with social media, you get tragedy. But Jason, how do you feel about Ridley Scott? More Alien movies.
Well, like Mike said, it started off as Prometheus Paradise Lost, and then it changed to Alien Paradise Lost, and then it changed to Alien. What's the new title?
Covenant.
I don't think he really fully has this thought out. I think Ridley Scott has been. He was, up until Gladiator, he was, the Hollywood golden boy. Critics always liked his movies. And then after Gladiator, he had a lot of films come out that a lot of people weren't super happy about. And now that The Martian is riding, he's back on top, I think he's looking to revisit. But I don't think he's fully realized exactly what he wants to do with these films. That's why we keep hearing all these changes. So, I mean, I hope for Ridley Scott's sake that it comes out and it's good. But I don't know, we're still in development. Who knows how far away we are from this, because he's apparently, helping to write and map out Blade Runner 2, so we'll see. I want the Critters prequel trilogy. Where's that?
No.
There's no prequel trilogy to that. Bunch of annoying-ass little furry things just floating around in space until they hit a planet.
And Alien Resurrection was written by Joss Whedon. But according to Joss Whedon, that the Alien 4 and the Buffy movie are the reasons that he likes to direct his own stuff. Well, the Buffy movie I think he did, but the studio completely changed the script for the fourth Alien film, and then they did the same thing with the Buffy movie. And that's why now he directs and makes sure he has as much control over his properties as he can. I just hope... What's that?
Oh, nothing. Go ahead. Complete the thought.
I just hope that Ridley Scott, he knows what he's doing. I hope he really sits down to think about it. I mean, if he come up with an idea that can sustain 3 films, good for him. But I think the smart play here is just to make one good movie. I'm so tired of these studios mapping out a future without letting one film come. I mean, we're getting it with DC, and it looks like Batman v Superman, Suicide Squad are going to be good, but it's like, let's just get through the first couple films before you announce that you're not Marvel yet, and everybody wants to be Marvel. I mean, even for Aliens, and we got Ghostbusters, and I just heard today, listening to Fat Man on Batman, that they're talking about a Men in Black 4 with women in black. Let's get one film out in all of these franchises, and then maybe start building. Sure, you can have the idea in your head to make more, but don't release that to the public yet, because when the first film comes out and it sucks, you're going to look like an asshole. That's my thought.
There's already a Woman in Black series. Thank you very much. It's very jump scary and very kind of terrifying at first, but then it gets annoying.
Kind of Daniel Radcliffe-y. I don't.
Yeah, it gets very Daniel Radcliffe-y in the first installment. I just wanted to say, too, that you could tell Joss Whedon wrote Resurrection because he wrote Captain Malcolm Reynolds and Jane Cobb and River into the movie. Ron Perlman's Jane, I can't remember the actor's name, but he was Captain Mal Reynolds and gets killed, and then Winona Ryder's River.
Yep. Dan?
There we go. I have to agree with Jason. I don't like the idea that they keep coming out and saying it's going to be a new trilogy. See, the proper way to do this is make one film. And if it goes well, then you say we're going to make 2 sequels to said film, and that makes the fans happy. If we say it's going to be a trilogy, I mean, you got to think the first one's going to be watered down because they have to keep stuff for the second, too. But the Alien movie, it can go 2 ways. You see, when you say a new Alien sequel, I immediately think Aliens, but that was Cameron. So what you're kind of left with is like people running in straight lines, like Prometheus, away from the bad thing. And I don't know. I mean, I might just wait till video for that one.
You hit basically my main problem with that movie right on its head, is that people are stupid.
Well, there's that, and there's the whole thing where they cut the alien out of her, and then she's fine.
There's that, yeah. She's fine after that.
Like falling out of windows and shit, running.
Medicine.
There's the whole.
It's got to make some kind of trauma. I mean.
Nah, dude. Modern medicine. She's on that HGH shit or whatever, man. She's fucking.
You take the red pill, then the blue pill to come down from it, then the white pill to come down. Now there's
regular. Blue pill brings you down.
But yeah, give us one good film. Just don't do what James Cameron's doing with Avatar. Don't make the one good film and then announce a trilogy, but take 20 years to make the other films.
It takes James Cameron 20 years to make any movie. James Cameron has to advance the fucking science and technology of movie making every time he makes a film. So shut the fuck up. The guy can do whatever he wants because he always sets the bar higher.
And really, Avatar's a good film.
He just subsidizes the new film with like documentaries on how he's making the new film.
Yes, so the film doesn't even have to be good. It's already for. But yeah, I'm not really like Prometheus didn't really wow me. I mean, Ridley Scott is very good visually. He's always bringing something like you know the grandeur to it. There's always a great scope in his movies. But I don't know, man. I don't know. And I mean, like, you're committing to this trilogy. You're committing to this whole thing. It takes at least a couple of years to get everything done. So unless you're gonna film 3 movies in a row, you're gonna film for like 2 years right now, and then edit for another 2 years, and then release 3 films like that, then, I mean, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know if he's going to make it. The stress might kill him. Maybe he's just take it easy. Ridley Scott, goodness sake, man. You're not 21.
Spielberg has to swoop in and, like, finish the films.
Yeah, and then everyone's going to be like, oh, well, it's not as good as Ridley Scott would have made it. But also, I would like to see movies that it might be a sequel, I mean, like sort of like the Mad Max films, where you don't really kind of know where it happens. It's just like these are some things that happened to this guy, and this time this happened, and this time that happened, and it doesn't have to be a whole connected chronological thing. Like with the universes, I mean, that's great if everyone's in a shared universe or whatever, and they all kind of like interact with each other. But it would be also great if you could watch one movie, just pick a movie at random and watch it, and it would actually just be good without any of the other movies. So I mean, like, I would like to see more of that. It would be great to see stories, about like or Indiana Jones. Like, take Indiana Jones for instance. That is ripe for it doesn't matter when this story is actually happening. But they're not going to do that. So yeah, that's how I feel. Like, yeah, let's just tell a good story right now. It doesn't have to be a good piece of a story. And then, oh yeah, I forgot that I was moderating for fucking 10 seconds. I'm so good at my job. Let's see here. All right, let's move on to Let's talk about Wonder Woman. New cast for Wonder Woman revealed. I'll go ahead and tap on that. Um, Chris Pine obviously confirmed as Captain Steve Trevor, even though it's kind of weird what they're doing. Apparently, it might be a future and past thing, like they did on the show, where it was like Wonder Woman ended up dating a grandfather and his grandson.
Yeah, he's gonna play his own granddad. It's gonna turn into that Futurama episode really quick.
Oh man, yeah, there we go. That was a good episode. We also have Robin Wright from Forrest Gump and Danny Huston from Clash of the Titans and X. Well, those are crappy movies that Danny Huston was in. Clash of the Titans and X-Men Origins Wolverine. That is not a good fucking track record. Let's see here. David Thewlis from Harry Potter and the Theory of Everything. Ewan Bremer.
That's a great movie.
Yeah, Ewan Bremner. Exodus Gods and Kings. Who directed that? Is that Ridley?
I think so.
Yes, Ridley Scott.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying, Ridley Scott? That movie fucking sucked. Anyway.
It's no Gods of Egypt, apparently. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah. Can't wait for that one. That's freaking. We got Law-Abiding Citizen versus Jamie Lannister in that one.
Directed by the dude who did The Crow.
Oh. Yeah.
And iRobot, according to the trailer.
Oh. All solid films. Yee. All right, so yeah, Exodus, Gods and Kings, Ewan Bremner, and he was also in Snowpiercer, which a bunch of people like, and I can't figure out why. Did any of you guys see Snowpiercer? Did anyone enjoy that movie?
Yeah. I
have
like
not
it.
seen it.
You liked it?
Yeah.
You didn't think it just got like way too madcap and just way too fucking ridiculous, like?
Well, I mean, the basic premise is ridiculous to begin with. The remnants of humanity are stuck on a train.
Right. No, I get that. I mean, it's utterly absurd, but like, I don't know. I thought the way I don't know, the movie just got crazy weird, man. Like,
I liked its design work and its visual style, and honestly, that's Chris Evans' best performance, I think.
really?
I like it better than his Cap performance. Cap, I mean,
Over
because it's good
Sunshine?
super. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, he does pretty well with that movie. So.
I don't know. All right. Well, yeah. Dan, were you gonna say something about Snowpiercer?
No, it's on my Netflix queue, but I haven't watched it yet.
Ah, poop. Anyway. All right. So Saeed. Oh, well, I'm not even gonna try for that one. That dude got cast. Maui. That's All right, yeah, capital Taghmaoui. There's too many fucking vowels in that name, and all the consonants are put together. They just spread those consonants out. So, all right, Elena Anaya from The Skin I Live In, never heard of her, and Lucy Davis from Shaun of the Dead. Okay, so she was the friend in Shaun of the Dead. That's like the only person that I know. Or David Thewlis, I know for sure. That's cool. All right. A chick from House of Cards and Forrest Gump. Robin, whatever her name is. She's cool too. All right, guys. I'm gonna say first person to unmute themselves gets to talk last. All right, Mike, you're first.
Oh, okay. I was like, whenever someone calls on me. Yeah, I can see Danny Houston play because he's played bad guy role. I mean, he's good at being an intimidating presence, even in movies that blow, like X-Men Origins. I do like his kind of villainous gravitas he can have. I
I know who that is now.
30 Days of Night, dude.
Yeah.
He played the head vampire. He's got the look of intimidation, so I could see him maybe being Ares, God of War, if they go that route. Because I think the official thing for this Wonder Woman is that she's daughter of Zeus, right? That's like the DC cinematic universe version is that she's daughter of Zeus.
I was hoping that they would mold her from clay as the.
I mean, that could still be part of it, but that like her parentage is like it's her mom, Hippolyta, who I believe Robin Wright would be a good Hippolyta.
Yeah.
Like she has that kind of stature. If you watch House of Cards, definitely she has kind of that stature and poise.
Regal.
Yeah, she's very regal, so that would make sense if she played her mom. But yeah, if they go the route of like God trying to stop the God of War and things like that, like Danny Houston would make for good Ares. David Thewlis, I'm trying to remember my Wonder Woman lore. He could play another god, I'm sure. I don't know. I'm intrigued about the Chris Pine dual role though. Like I'm seriously wondering if it will be that Futurama episode.
That would be great. I would love it forever. I don't care how bad the Wonder Woman movie actually is. If they did the Futurama where Chris Pine ends up being his own grandfather, then yeah, I would love the movie forever. That'd be great.
I like that photo of her as a Jedi. That's a pretty good production photo so far.
All right, Jason, how are you feeling about this Wonder Woman casting?
The only name that really stands out to me is Robin Wright. Anytime, in my opinion, you add somebody from House of Cards to your movie, you're doing a good job. I mean, that didn't work well for Fantastic Four, but...
Yeah, I'm going to throw that right back in your face.
Yeah, I knew it. But no, I'm curious. Like I said, we haven't seen anything from DC yet, so we'll see how it goes. The actress playing Wonder Woman, we'll see how she does. The only thing she's been in, is the Fast and Furious films?
Gal Gadot, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's about it.
Yeah, and I like Chris Pine. I'd like to see him in more stuff that's, like really good. So I'm hoping that Wonder Woman turns out to be a good film. We'll see. This is my last story because I've got to get back to work. But, yeah, you'll see. Hopefully Dan and Max will be back in the cave with me next week. Hopefully. That's my plan. That's the plan if I can get internet working on my computer.
Whatever, man. Just make it happen. We're tired of your excuses.
I'm trying, man. I have to podcast from my phone now. Well, I mean, today's.
Hey, there ain't nothing wrong with that. Many a good man has podcasted from his phone.
Right? So, Mike, I saw your comment on our Captain America video. How did that turn out? Because I literally had woken up 2 minutes before Max and I filmed that.
It was good, man.
Did it turn out okay? Okay, because Max calls me at like 7:45 and goes, "Dude, we got a podcast." And I'm like, "What?"
I was actually a little upset that nobody called me in the evening after it aired because I went to sleep not knowing it existed. So there was like 6 or 7 hours where I could have been watching that trailer where I wasn't, and that's pretty shitty.
Yep, Max was watching it at the bar in his mind.
Dan.
On a loop.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I don't recognize anybody on this whole casting thing. I'm sure, if we fast forward to the movie, I'll be like, oh, that's that guy, and that's that dude they were talking about from Harry Potter, but I don't know. I mean, it sounds great, so go and act, people.
Immerse yourself in the roles and figure out the
yes.
intricate.
Try and be a very human role that has superpowers.
All right. Yes. People, do your jobs, do them well, and also make sure that Chris Pine is his own granddad.
Or even better, if they just blatantly make Chris Pine a totally unrelated character within the same movie, like the Wonder Woman movie is where they're going to debut Hal Jordan out of the Green Lantern costume. It just happens to be Chris Pine as well. Like they green screen them standing next to each other. Steve Trevor's like, Diana, have you met my buddy here? He's an Air Force test pilot named Hal Jordan, and he just comes in looking exactly the same, just dressed differently.
It's the fucking plot from Double Impact with Wonder Woman attached to it, dude.
But nobody acts like they look alike at all.
Yeah, this is the most natural thing in the world.
Yeah. Hey, it looks like some dude. He's kind of
Oh,
attractive.
God. Yeah, dude, if nobody acknowledges, that would just be great. I would love it. All right. Moving on with some DC movie stuff. Aquaman has chosen its villain, and drum roll, please. Yeah, it's Ocean Master. Go figure. Like, no shit. Aquaman's main villain is gonna be Ocean Master. Wow. I mean, they surprised the shit out of me. I'm gonna tell you. I really hope that the movie's good. It's so hard to do Aquaman and not make him lame. But they made Thor and he wasn't lame, or he was kind of lame, but it was passable. And I definitely give them credit for making a Thor movie that I didn't hate. So I'm sure that they can pull an Aquaman movie off. I mean, all they got to do is kind of make it Game of Thronesy, and have a lot of royal infighting, and I'm sure it'll be fine. But this is kind of, and also I hate that they swing for the fences every time with someone's main fucking villain. Like, I mean, I don't know, because I guess Black Manta could be argued is Aquaman's main villain. Who do you think is worse, Black Manta or Ocean Master? Mike? Dan?
First off, I really whoa, echo. That's weird. It's still going, man. It's weird.
Yeah, you don't got an echo over here.
Come back to me.
Okay, Dan.
Yeah, I don't have anything to give to this conversation at all, because I don't know anything about Aquaman, and I don't really give a shit. Sorry.
Thank you, Dan. You son of a bitch. Mike?
Okay, let's give this a try now. Okay, great. First off, the reason I was laughing so much at the start of that was because I could have sworn you said Aquaman. So
Aquaman.
Aquaman. I don't know. It's probably the sound on my end, but yeah. I don't know anything about Aquaman's rogues gallery so much, aside from Ocean Master and Black Manta. And I know who I'd want to play Black Manta. It'd be Idris Elba, except he's probably too street for it.
No. They did a Black Manta in Young Justice, and when they had Black Lad. So I don't think they're afraid of the Black Manta.
But do they want a too street Black Manta?
Well, I mean, but he's British, so that, I mean, like, he's too street for James Bond, because James Bond is inherently British, and since Idris Elba is British but also black, he's too street. But you take Idris Elba and put him anywhere else, and he's still more British than anyone who's there. So that cancels the streetness.
Like, let's see. From what I remember, Ocean Master is supposed to be his brother? Or Aquaman's brother. Okay. So you just get someone who looks like Khal Drogo there, and you're good to go. Get the Mountain to be Ocean Master. Why the hell?
Man. That dude is freaking huge. Like, this is the guy. Dude's like 8 foot tall and like 550 pounds or some crap like that. The dude who plays the Mountain. What's this thing trying to tell me?
You were saying just make it a Game of Thrones underwater. Just get the cast of Game of Thrones and put him in Aquaman.
You know what? I'm down, except that I saw the trailer for. I don't think Jaime Lannister is good at anything except for Game of Thrones.
Make him Ocean Master because he can play duplicitous a little bit. He can play that kind of charming, sadistic person a little bit. Get Khaleesi as Mira. Peter Dinklage. Dinklage as Aqualad.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just make every role Peter Dinklage.
Like an Eddie Murphy kind of thing.
Yeah. You just give him like different prosthetics, and he can play every role in the whole movie.
I like the direction the DC universe is going. All Peter Dinklage Aquaman and Chris Pine as Steve Trevor and Hal Jordan.
Yes. Yes, it will all work so well, and people won't be confused at all. But again, they have to commit to it 100% and act like nothing's going on. And Peter Dinklage has got to react to himself. Actually, though, if you've seen that show Orphan Black, Peter Dinklage could do that. The twin technology has come a long, long way.
I would be so down for that.
All right, let me see if we got anything else. I think that might have been the last thing. No, here we go. Has Robert Downey Jr. confirmed Captain America and Iron Man in the new Spider-Man movie? This is more of that bullshit where it's not news and no one really fucking cares. Okay, discuss. Dan?
It's like every X-Men movie needs more Hugh Jackman. So any movie that could be thrown with the Avengers needs more Iron Man, I guess.
Yep.
I mean, I think it's overstretching it a bit, but whatever.
Mike?
From what I understand, is that he just said that he and Chris Evans were shooting some stuff in Atlanta together, and that's where Spider-Man is supposed to be shooting, apparently. So, I mean,
you think they're on The Walking Dead? Wouldn't that be funny to be on The Walking Dead?
yeah, they're just extras in the background. They're just really big Walking Dead fans, and they didn't even want a guest starring role. They just wanted to show up and have makeup put on them. But as their characters from the Marvel Universe, like you have to look hard to find them. There's just like a half-eaten Iron Man costume that Downey Jr.'s walking around in. Cap is Colonel America from Marvel Zombies, and he's got the shield and stuff broken.
Well, I mean, they've already got like all the supporting cast to make a Marvel Zombies movie. You know, I mean, they've got all the extras. You just have to cast the actual zombies and make it.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much.
So there we have it. We have broken this news, dude. We have figured out that Marvel is making a Marvel Zombies movie using The Walking Dead as a cover-up. Excellent. Brilliant.
If they do that, yeah. Just like Suicide Squad, expect set photos and videos every 5 minutes.
Oh, God. Oh, man.
We're sending Max down there right now. So
I will be a live correspondent at the scene. Be like, Ollie Williams, the Blackie weather forecast. It's gonna rain! But, yeah, alright, so Captain America may or may not, Iron Man may or may not be in a possible Spider-Man movie that has not been written or even, one frame filmed yet. So, awesome, great news.
I will say this, though. I will say that whenever Robert Downey Jr. or Chris Evans or any of them talk about the possibilities of sequels or wherever their character is going to show up next, there is some genuine excitement about that because they've been established, as opposed to like we were talking about last week, actors just saying like, great things are on the way, just you wait and see. I haven't proven myself yet, and the movie hasn't proven itself yet, but just wait and see.
Well, they try to connect to their, the deeper feelings of humanity that they have. Okay, no, I'm not gonna get
to create sexy heist thrillers.
Yes. All right. Well, speaking of sexy heist thrillers, the Captain America 3 trailer dropped, and I flipped out. I thought it was pretty cool. What did you guys think? Real quick.
That's your segue into it? Because it was neither sexy nor heist-related.
Excuse me, sir. I'm pretty sure Scarlett Johansson is in that movie, and that covers sexy.
Yeah, I guess, but, I was more like, shit got real.
Yeah, but I also saw that it looked like someone had pulled the War Machine's power core out of his chest, making it a heist. And it is a movie.
that was all Ant-Man right there.
Oh yeah, Ant-Man's supposed to be in there stealing something. Sexy heist thriller.
He's actually in every frame of the trailer. Just because he's Ant-Man, though, you can't see him.
That would be really cool if they just put him in somewhere everywhere. But it's like a Where's Waldo.
Look, like some dudes, like, you know, you a YouTube conspiracy theory, you know, they've gone through every frame.
Yes.
There he is.
I know someone did do kind of like a frame-by-frame analysis of the trailer, and like a lot of cool stuff. That article you sent about the 10 things you may have missed in the trailer, like the fact that the Accords are known as the Sokovia Accords in honor of the city and stuff like that. And you see Martin Freeman very briefly in a still shot.
I'm down. Whatever he wants to act in, I like that guy. Except for the Hobbit movies. Couldn't get behind those things.
No, that's not his fault. He was a supporting character.
Oh, yeah.
In a movie called The Hobbit.
Right. I gotta throw the asterisk out there because he was in the Hobbit movies and I didn't like them. But Dan, have you seen the trailer? What do you think? Are you excited? Did it get you? Did it get your mojo rising?
I watched the trailer through once, and yeah, stuff blows up and people look sad, and it looks cool. But like every time, like a cool looking trailer, like I like the Fantastic Four trailer. Look how that panned out.
Yeah.
This is a better.
I don't think the Fantastic Four trailer gave you half as much as this trailer gave you. And then also, all the stuff in the Fantastic trailer, they definitely took out of the movie.
Yeah.
There's no way that they can take Iron Man fighting Cap and Bucky and getting his ass whooped. That shit looks sweet. That was the fakest looking shit in the trailer, and it looks sick.
Yeah. And also, Captain America Civil War is definitely coming from better stock than the Fantastic Four, Fan Four Stick.
Yes, Fan Four Stick.
Again, like I was saying, these movies have proven themselves, so when you see a new trailer for the newest installment, you get jazzed about it.
You can allow yourself to get excited.
I mean, the last one was awesome, but no, I don't want to be like this, but I'm jaded because this is what happens all the time. You know, it's like, oh, this looks awesome, and then I go and I shell out money to go see it, and it's like, oh, well, maybe next time. So I don't know. I mean, it looks awesome, but I will hedge my bets.
Mm-hmm. I mean, at this point, like, even their not good movies still have entertainment value of some kind. Like, I'm like, well, I'm not bored to tears by any of them by a long shot, so I'm cool with that at least. I did like kind of the conviction in Robert Downey Jr. saying, or when Cap was saying, like, sorry, Tony, but he's my friend. And Robert Downey Jr. is like, so was I. Like, oh, man, he's going to blast them all over Twitter.
Damn, dude, do you think that they stopped being Facebook friends?
I think he got unfriended for sure, or he got blocked at least. He doesn't read his news stories anymore, which is fine, because it's all Robert Downey Jr. news stories.
Stop following him, that's all.
But I mentioned this in a comment on your guys' video responding to the trailer, and that, like, I think the reason there's a lot of conflict, at least between Iron Man and Cap, is because maybe Winter Soldier had something to do with Iron Man's dad's death, because they alluded to it in Winter Soldier that he'd been around for 50-some years and was doing, like, killings for Hydra, and you see Dominic Cooper as Tony's dad in, like, file footage and stuff saying, like, executed or assassinated or some accidents happen to people and so forth. So maybe that might have a little bit more of a personal stake in the feud between the two, is like, this guy killed my dad and you're defending him. Maybe.
Like, yeah, Tony, but I'm sorry, he's a badass and he's my best buddy, and that's how shit's gonna roll, because I said so. But no, I'm hyper looking forward to it. This trailer succeeded in distracting me from thinking about Star Wars for probably 15 whole minutes. So, I mean, good on ya.
This trailer made me watch something off of Jimmy Kimmel's YouTube page, so good job, trailer.
Wow.
The only things I'd watch on there is if it's going to be a Marvel premiere for a trailer or something about Harrison Ford being funny.
I prefer Fallon. But what was that, Dan?
Nothing.
Cool.
I just laughed at your balance there.
Yeah. Do you have any video game news? I don't have any video game news.
Wow.
Yeah. Star Wars Battlefront. Did you play that? That dropped, didn't it? Isn't that something to have news about?
I have not played it, but you like it.
Yeah. I haven't really played it either.
I played it. I like it.
Ah.
Okay.
Oh, okay. It was Mike. It wasn't Max. My bad.
Yeah. Someone played it.
Yes, someone played it and or liked it. I don't know.
Someone, somewhere.
There's like one guy online going, "Why can't anybody play with me?"
His party's constantly waiting to start for that. I just need at least one more person to engage in multiplayer. Come on. We can take the walkers. Come on.
But seriously, you enjoyed it? You give it a rating of some sort?
I mean, here's the whole thing too: is it's not like it's not like an overly complex game at all. Really, it's just like playing highlights of Star Wars battles, and for me, that's okay because I'm not an avid like first-person shooter type, anyways. Like the most I ever have done is like Mass Effect, and that's more of a role-playing, exploration type of franchise than just straight up fighting or first-person shooter. But it's fun for what it is. As I mentioned, I think last time, it's can get a bit frustrating with the multiplayer when someone clearly is cheating in the games. Like I just did a battle a couple days ago, and I remember because there was this one dude who everyone was like in a circle shooting at, and he hadn't died. I'm like, well, this isn't fun. It's like, and he's like killing everybody at the same. It'd be one thing if he's just standing there and he's not dying. I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. The objective's not to kill this one guy, but the fact that he was being an asshole and shooting everyone else to it and trying to beat the objective, I'm like, well, clearly you did something to the game's mode to cheat. It's like, not cool, bro. But other than that, it has been fun to blow myself up with thermal detonators and to get squished by an AT-AT and to shoot at Jawas.
It is actually my life's goal to get squished by an AT-AT. I feel like that's the good way to go.
I mean, it really gets the Star Wars feel. Like, you're like, oh my god, the amount of detail in these worlds is really cool. But I'm sure as like a first-person shooter or as a fighting game in that sense, there are probably better ones out there. But I like it because I like Star Wars. So I'm not too upset that it wasn't the all-encompassing, like, it's not like a BioShock or anything like that.
Yeah. All right. Anything else, Dan, you can think of? Video games?
Not really. I picked up Yokai Watch we were talking about a while ago. It's good. I like it.
Yeah, Alex just got the only copy to come through our store.
Yeah, I mean, Pokemon Killer, it's not, because all the hype kind of subsided a bit. But it's a pretty solid little game. You just wander around, find little ghosts, make them join your party, and then find more ghosts. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't make them fight to the death, huh?
Well, no, I mean, they don't die. They just kind of, like, evaporate and come back later.
Being ghosts, fighting to the death seems out of...
Yeah, but, like, you go to, like, super hell or whatever. Like, you're in purgatory now, and then you fight to the death, and you go to, like, the next level of shittiness.
There is kind of
super hell.
Stuff.
Yeah.
I don't recall Dante talking about that.
Oh, he didn't know. He didn't know the 10th level. I'm sorry. We keep interrupting you, Dan. What were you trying to say?
Cool. Now there's some like really messed up stuff in it. Like there's one cat you find who was like your neighbor's cat, and she just like left it outside, and it got smushed by a bus. And it's like Ghost is just trying to beat these cars as they're driving around, and he just keeps bouncing off the front of them.
So you're playing Frogger with your neighbor's dead cat.
Well, no. Like that's how you find him is he's just trying to take on like any car that passes, and it just keeps hitting him, and he just bounces off, and he tries it again. It's just kind of sad, but oddly hilarious at the same time.
So wait, are these yokai just animal ghosts then, essentially?
No, they're I mean, yokai is a Japanese thing. I don't know a whole lot about like Japanese spirituality when it comes to demon kind of things.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently it's like anything spirit. Like, have you ever seen like the weird Japanese movies where they're like bouncing umbrellas with eyes and shit?
I've
Okay.
seen that. I've seen gifs of that raccoon, those flying raccoons and stuff, with the huge ball sacks.
Maybe that could be.
I guess they're spirits. I think they're spirits.
But pretty much
Sure.
a yokai is like the essence of something. Like, and they're like hanging around, like they're like little trickster monster things.
All right. Yokai Watch. Weird ghost
And
retarded cat. Sounds like a 9 out of 10.
I wouldn't go that high, but it's pretty good, really. Check it out.
Battlefront wishes it was Yokai Watch.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
really. I mean, you get little ghost stormtroopers that just follow you.
They actually hit stuff.
No, dude. Nope.
Yeah.
Not even in the afterlife. Not even death can make them better shots.
I will say I'm a pretty crappy shot in the game, but whenever I'm playing on the Imperial side, I'm not as frustrated because I'm like, well, they're supposed to be crappy shots.
Yeah. Pew pew pew.
You're fully ingraining yourself into the experience if you're a stormtrooper and you miss 9 times out of 10.
Exactly.
But all right, that's all I got. I don't have any comic book news.
Did you not do Dark Knight 3?
Dark Knight 3.
The Master Race came out. Frank
Yeah, no, I haven't
Miller.
read it yet. I was waiting for like the whole thing and the graphic trade paperback.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna get all. I think it's like 8 issues or something. Then.
Yeah. I haven't even started it.
Oh, it's actually. I'll just say not gonna step on a review, but I was actually okay with this first issue. It's got a long ways to go, but it's taken its time, and
As long as
not-
we're in the Dark Knight Strikes Back again.
yeah, it's not nearly as insane as Dark Knight Strikes Again.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna like it as much.
Well, I think Brian Azzarello, I think, did a majority of the writing in this, and Frank Miller helped out with plotting. I feel.
Okay.
And the artwork is very. I mean, they got the Kubert, what's his name, Andy Kubert involved with it, and the artwork is very Miller-esque without being that kind of weird style that he eventually turned into over time. Like it's very reminiscent of the original's art style.
Cool. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. I was just gonna wait. If I try to catch it every month, I'm just gonna drive myself insane. So yeah, but definitely check it out if you are a person to read monthlies. I also heard Batman Eternal is pretty good again.
Batman and Robin Eternal, yeah, that's a fun one, and it's shorter too. It's not 52 issues; it's only like 26. So
Okay. So yeah, there we go. That's another weekly though, right?
yeah, I'm enjoying. I mean, because at this point, spoilers for those not following Batman right now, but Bruce Wayne's no longer really in the picture, so it's following like Dick Grayson as he comes back to Gotham because he was outed as a superhero. His identity was made public, and he became a government spy or whatever, and he comes back to reconnect with the Bat family and shenanigans. And it does. It reintroduces what's her name, Cassandra Cain. She was Batgirl for a while.
Yeah.
I actually liked her as Batgirl too.
All right, so we got some cool Robin biz going on.
Yeah, it's essentially just a multi-Robin story. Yeah. It's pretty cool. I like where it's going.
Dan, you reading anything?
Not really. I have to pick up my next pull. Nothing you would count as an actual comic book there, Max.
There's plenty of comic books out there. I'm not the be all end all of fucking.
Yeah, I'm still reading like Batman 66 and
A lot of people like that. I'm not a fan.
I stopped doing like the main Batman when they brought out like the Son of Batman and stuff. Hated that. I don't know. I just couldn't stand it at all.
Yeah, I kind of tuned in and out when they brought in Damian, but like what Scott Snyder and Capullo have done with the New 52 stuff, it's really a fun read because it really gets into the roots of not just Bruce Wayne's history, but like the city in general, and the way he talks about the city is really kind of cool. Like he's not fetishizing it, but that Batman has thoroughly researched every street corner and every little crack in his city and knows it like the back of his hand. Is really kind of cool. Can I plug kind of a book I just picked up a couple weeks ago that I recommended? No?
Never. Yeah, man, throw it up.
So this has actually been out since 2012, but I don't know if you guys ever got into like the any of the Simpsons comics or anything like that. They had like a Bartman 6-issue series, which was actually pretty fun for what it was. But this one, they actually did, like a 6-issue series of Radioactive Man.
Nice.
Based off of Bart Simpson's favorite comic book character. But This is the Radioactive Repository, Volume 1, released in 2012. The reason I recommend it is because it's funny and pretty quirky, but at the same time, it like emulates so many different styles from all eras of comics history. Like, the first issue of Radioactive Man was in 1950-something or other, and they treat it like it was written in 1950 whatever. And like another issue deals with like the origin of his sidekick Fallout Boy, and it is very Steve Ditko, Jack Kirby inspired, like early Marvels type of story. They get into some hard traveling hero stuff with Radioactive Man and another one of the heroes. They spoof. Let me see if I can find the page for it really quick. They spoof the Dark Knight Returns, and they spoof the death of Jean Grey, the Dark Phoenix saga. They spoof Watchmen, like almost panel for panel, and also Dark Knight Returns. Like here, I'll show the Dark Knight Returns page. That's a lightning bolt going through Radioactive Man's head. And then the very last issue, they're spoofing, because the series came out in the 90s, they're spoofing Image Comics and Todd McFarlane especially, like issue 1 of Spawn. But I just love it. Like, it's funny. There's a foreword by Paul Dini, who this version of, like, Paul Dini acts as if he's done Radioactive Man, he's known about Radioactive Man his entire life. He's like, yeah, I was even a writer on the Radioactive Man, the animated series, and he does a bunch of, like, Bruce Timmish Radioactive Man.
Nice.
I'd recommend picking if you like Simpsons-like humor, but also if you, like me, love the history of comics and the styles that it's gone through over time, and want to see it like lampooned and spoofed in a really fun way. This repository is a lot of fun to read. So there we go.
Cool. All right. Well, comic book news turned out to be pretty good. Dan, all right, you're saying Batman 66. What else you got?
I've been reading God is Dead still. It started with a really cool premise, and every three books or so, like it gets back to being good, so I don't take it off my pull. I've been reading the X-Men. What is it now? Season 10. It's pretty good. I mean, it does the comic trope of nobody ever died.
Is that the X-Men animated one?
Not X-Men. The X-Files. My bad.
X-Files. Like, wait a minute, what?
Yeah. Sorry. No.
I was interested when it was an X-Men story. I was like, I haven't even heard of this.
No, sorry. I usually stray away from the X-Men. It's just not my comic.
Yeah.
But the X-Files, like cigarette smoking man never died. The the lone gunman never died either. They have like this supercomputer under like Arlington or something. It's bizarre, but it's a decent read.
Cool.
That's about it, honestly.
All right, so check out some of those cool comic books. Get Star Wars Battlefront if you want to get Swift Spy and AT-AT. And catch some more geek news next time. I've been Max here with Dan and Mike McGee from McGee TV. Check him out at YouTube.com/Mike McGee TV.
And also stay tuned because we're going to try to get some more collabs going, like commentaries for a certain Netflix show we should get around to doing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we should get around to doing that. Now we can do we should do 1-on-1 double feature, watch Daredevil and Jessica Jones.
Yeah, because Kevin Smith and Mark Bernardin don't do commentaries anymore on Fat Man, so we should do it now.
Yeah, totally. I'm down. We'll get that working. We got Tuesday. I mean, yeah, Tuesdays are open now, right? Because we don't do the geek news on Tuesdays anymore. But all right, back to the plugs. Check us out on 3geeks.ninja. I believe that's, other than YouTube, the only place to get all of our is that still down, or are you, have you not uploaded any new audio on there either? Does anyone know?
It was Stitcher, right?
We were on Stitcher. I'm not sure if any of the Stitcher or iTunes stuff is up yet. So yeah, we might not have any new episodes up yet, but check out our old stuff. And please like, comment, and share, all that good stuff. Thank you for watching, listening, and bothering to deal with us assholes. I will catch you guys later. And yeah, that's it. I'm going to stop broadcast now.